One day, you will die. And while there is nothing we can do to prepare you emotionally for that eventuality, we can help you prepare financially. Because if you've had to settle a departed loved one's estate, you've realized navigating the logistics of death can be a nightmare. And it can be 10 times worse if your loved one didn't have their together. Assuming you want to be a decent human being even after you die, here is a checklist of things you can do to make your departure easier for those you leave behind. Number 1. Decide who is in charge. It's important that you name both your executor and the person who has durable power of attorney. This could be your spouse, your eldest child, your sibling, or your closest friend. Of course, this person has to agree to be your executor, and they need to be paid for their services. Settling an estate is a lot of labor, so executors should collect an executor's fee. When drawing up your documents, check with your attorney to see what your state's laws say about executor's fees. After you choose an executor, and a second executor in case the first one dies, you need to do 2 things. First, you need to inform your family in writing. That way everyone knows who's in charge. Second, open a joint bank account with your executor as co-signer. This account should be used only for death-related expenses like the funeral. Finally, if you really want to make your executor's life easier, you need to, Number 2, organize your documents. Here are 98% of the documents your executor will need to settle your estate. The will, the advanced care directive, power of attorney, tax returns, a list of financial accounts, a list of assets, a list of debts, the title to your house, the title to your car, the passwords to any accounts/services. You should collect all these documents and put them in an envelope labeled My Estate Plan. Of course, having all your sensitive financial information lying around isn't the best idea. So if you can afford it, get a security deposit box at a bank and store the envelope there. Make sure your executor has easy access to this box. And make sure you give copies of your will, advanced care directive, and power of attorney to all your family members. This will cut down on arguments at your deathbed. Number 3, provide for those you leave behind. If you have children, be sure to select a guardian to take care of them in the event of your death. If you're like most millennials and Zoomers, you have and will only have pets. So you should select a guardian for them and allocate money in your will for their care. Number 4, plan your funeral. Decide how you want to be buried. If you have religious considerations, consider them. If you want your organs donated, put it in writing. Let people know, and more importantly, set money aside for your burial. Remember, your loved ones have no obligation to follow your exact wishes. Number 5, update your will and destroy the older copies. As you live your life, you'll realize the only constant is change, and you should update your will accordingly. For example, you may want to bequeath a portion of your estate to a wonderful nonprofit. If so, put it in writing, please. Number 6, do it now. Do it now. Not tomorrow, not a week from now, not eventually, now. Because you do not know when the end will come. And if you are unprepared for it financially, it will be even harder for those you leave behind. If you love the people who will live on after you, take these steps to ease their grief now. It won't take as long as you think, and when it's finished, you can focus on what's really important: being alive. On November 3rd, 2022, my father, Thomas McIntyre, author of Augusts in Africa and Thunder Without Rain, died. When he was 22, he took all the money he had and went to Kenya so he could hunt under the snows of Kilimanjaro. For the next 5 decades, he traveled the world, from the high Tibetan plateau to the Australian outback. He hunted, he fished, he wrote. There was never a day in Africa when he wasn't happy. He lived his life in pursuit of the thing he loved because he knew he would not live forever. He wanted to drink as much from the cup of life as he could. There is so much more to life than this. This is why we teach personal finance. Not so you can worry about money, but so you can stop worrying about money. Because taking the time to figure out your finances and decide what is truly enough frees you from the great lie of capitalism, that the only purpose of our existence is to create wealth. Few things are sadder than a life devoted only to money. There is so much more to enjoy and experience than the hoarding of wealth. For my father, his joy came in the wilderness, in the early autumn mornings when he pursued his quarry across the land. Your joy may be different. It may be reading, or painting, or drag shows. Whatever it is that brings you joy, do it. Do it now. Savor the most precious commodity in this world, life itself. That is the revolution.